I'm going to start off zoomed in a little bit on this guy because the level of execution on this one for price point I think is done far beyond what some of the automatic Seiko models we have seen with this Seiko Solar chronograph. It's just executed, seems like a next level. It's really done well. It's nothing crazy as far as materials. It's the stainless steel case, Hardlex crystal, solar. I think the caliber is V175 movement on it. If you look closely, you can see that it's solar. The solar panels are actually done in those subdials. That's about the only space that it has available to do it. If you catch it in certain lights, you can kind of tell that it's the subdials are a little bit different than the rest of it. So that's where the light is captured there. So you can see overall execution of this, the colors. Yeah, there it is, V175. Take a look at the case back if we can here. Nothing fancy. It's 100 meter. It's got the movement and everything like that, so we're not going to peel that off. But the main thing is the color and the contrast here we have between the polished and brushed, both inside and outside, with those hands and the chaptering and the tachometer numbers and the different colors. I really like the blue dial on this one. Paired really nicely with the NATO. All right, let me zoom back out. Oh, we're way too close. So Mimo sent this over to me to check it out. He's had it out for a while. This is part of the Seiko recraft, I guess that's how you say it, series. We've seen some other non-chronograph versions of that particular run. This is a chronograph, obviously. You can see the seconds hand ticking away there. You can also see that this is a 24-hour subdial, so you can see I'm in the PM function here. I'm not sure if you can set that independently. I haven't played with it too much there, but I did set it ahead, so we are on May 22nd, and we are close to 10 p.m. You can see the seconds ticking away there on that subdial, and then this one will count the chronograph. So I have the chronograph running right now. And you reset. It's got a nice smooth sweep to return. Got a signed buckle there, double keeper. Now this NATO is not super long. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it on my 7 1/8, 7 1/4 inch wrist, and you can see that there's not much that you have to manage here as far as the fold back. You can see there it doesn't give you much flappy flap there. So I actually kind of like that on a NATO. I know traditionally you want them longer and everything, but size wise, again, most of you guys know that I'm not a NATO guy, but this thing wears really good. Totally fine wearing this on this particular strap. This is the factory strap, which I'm happy with. I like the pairing, the color matching and everything. This is from my best measurements. Now, they don't necessarily match some of the online measurements, but I had 44.83 going across the case here, not including the crown. And then I had 51.7 millimeter from lug tip to lug tip, 22 millimeter lug width. It's actually just a touch less, but not enough to be considered 21. I'm sure it's a 22. The thickness is only 12.5 millimeter thick, so it may look like a big watch, but it definitely doesn't wear it like it's a large watch. And I think with its theme that it's capturing here, you could play with some different NATOs. Obviously, I really like this one because of the colors. But you could do maybe a custom rally type leather strap or something with this. I think it would look amazing. There are some other models from the same line that have a metal bracelet. I have not checked those out. Typically, I'm a metal bracelet guy, but with this style watch, I think I would be fine with either the NATO or a two-piece nylon, or even a two-piece rally leather strap, I think would look really good with this. So, and then real quick before I go on to show you Mimo's website here and talk about the pricing on it, I want to talk about, I couldn't help but think, you know, a lot of us have the Alpinist also still on our mind. Just speculating here, but how cool would it be to have the Alpinist with this blue dial? I think that would look really cool. I'm not sure how that would play in with the overall design and everything. I'm not going to give you a loom maybe I'll give you a loom shot. Well, I'll try to get you a loom shot. The loom's not going to be amazing on it, even though it is a Seiko. It's just the indices are really small, and the you can see where the loom on the hands and everything is really small. So it's not going to be a loom monster. You can see Mimo has it for $350, but if you use the discount that I provide, the Rob 35, you're going to get a discount. I'm pretty sure he's still doing the Rob 35 on all of them. He did initially say it was the Pro Specs line, but you know, maybe it's the Rob 30, or worst case scenario, you're going to get the Seiko 25 at checkout for a 25% discount off that $350, but try the Rob 35. I'm pretty sure it'll still work. So you have the details there with the factory specs and everything. Then, of course, he has a bunch of other watches. So definitely check out Mimo's site. I'll put a link to his site in the description. We'll see if my studio lights charge it up enough to give you a little bit of loom shot here. Yeah, there's loom. You know, it's not going to be crazy like monster loom, you know, but we're not talking about a dive watch here. This is more of a, you know, chronograph, tachometer, racing inspired type watch. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm impressed. I'm really, actually, I wasn't expecting much out of this, but I'm really happy with the overall looks of this watch and the fit on the wrist. So let me know what you guys think. See you in the next vid.